One of my favorite horror movies of all time. A horror movie I can watch wherever, whenever. Probably the one horror movie I've seen the most in my whole life. Is getting a meta remake starring Jack Black and Paul Rudd.
Anaconda!
The original 1997 cult classic creature feature Anaconda is genuinely one of my favorite horror movies of all time. A lot of people argue with me all the time that it's not perfect, and yes, technically it isn't perfect, but it's perfect to me.
Don't get me upset.
This is a movie I grew up watching religiously, and as much as I am massive on this movie, I've actually never been opposed to this movie being remade. Yes, when looking back at the original, it can definitely come across as cheesy, but I think that just adds to the charm and nostalgia for myself. But I think with how far we've come in movie making and technology, I've never been opposed with seeing a new adaptation of Anaconda hit our big screens. But I can't lie, with this reboot coming out at the end of this year around Christmas time, I am a little bit nervous with what I'm seeing from the first trailer that we've been shown.
Let's reboot Anaconda.
Yes.
Wait, what?
I know a lot of people would be immediately hesitant with the two leads being Jack Black and Paul Rudd. Me personally, I'm pretty neutral on Jack Black. I haven't really felt the Jack Black fatigue that a lot of other people have felt over the past couple of years. Paul Rudd is someone that I genuinely enjoy. And then also in this cast we have Steve Zahn, so I think that makes a really fun trio. I'm excited to see that. Yes, it's no J-Lo and Ice Cube that we got in the original Anaconda.
You guys gotta catch these guys, man. They tried to kill J-Lo and Ice Cube.
But I do think with this movie being in a meta comedy nature, I think it could be fun. Now with that being said, most of my nerves do come from the fact that this movie's going down the meta route, and it looks like it's going to be more of a comedy rather than a horror like the original was. And with this being meta, I honestly don't care if they poke a little bit of fun at the campiness and cheesiness of the original movie. I just don't want them to take it so far where it's almost coming across as disrespectful and spitting on the original. I want it to be a nice clean homage because there are people who genuinely enjoy the first Anaconda, myself included. So I don't want this to be them going, ha ha ha, look how shit the original Anaconda was and how much better this movie is. I want it to be respectful and still be able to find room for scares and adventure along with the laughs and the meta nature that it's going for. So am I nervous for this reboot? Yes. Am I against it? No, by any means. At the end of the day, I'm probably honestly a little bit jealous. I'm just that big of a fanboy. I would have loved to be in an Anaconda reboot or remake. I'm by all means not an actor at all or had any experience in film production, but honestly, I would have played a tree. I would have played Roadkill that they used as bait. I just love the Anaconda franchise so much, and it would have been my dream to be in a reboot. But I'll still check out this reboot of Anaconda at the end of this year. Fingers crossed also that they utilize practical effects when they can and it's not always a CGI snake. But let me know your thoughts on Anaconda 2025.
Doug would have wanted this.
I'm not sure he would have wanted this.